are ICE agents going to move into American airports starting tomorrow, Monday?
Yes, and I'm currently working on the plan now of execution, working with the director of ICE and the administrator at TSA, the acting administrator. So we'll put together a plan today and we'll execute tomorrow.
US President Donald Trump has deployed ICE agents to airports to manage security screening operations and delays caused by staffing shortages linked to the ongoing government shutdown. A funding dispute over the Department of Homeland Security has resulted in extended wait times at US airports, as transportation staff continue to work without receiving pay. Passengers throughout the United States have experienced significant wait times, with disturbing images showing hundreds of travelers at major airports queuing in extraordinarily long lines that extend beyond terminal doors and into car parks. The stalemate over government funding has left TSA and customs personnel without pay for several weeks pending budget approval, resulting in unprecedented staffing shortages at some of the country's busiest airports.
That's a line for a line for a line.
Beginning Monday, Border Czar Tom Homan would oversee the operation.
Are ICE agents even remotely trained to handle security at airports?
ICE agents receive a high level of training. I don't see an ICE agent looking at an x-ray machine because they're not trained in that. There are certain parts of security that TSA is doing that we can move them off those jobs and put them in the specialized jobs, help move those lines.
The union representing Transportation Security Administration, TSA, have condemned the proposal, arguing that workers deserve proper payment rather than being substituted by untrained, armed personnel. The plan has generated mixed responses from travellers, with some passengers say it could potentially frighten certain families.
The people is gonna get afraid to travel and you know, family and everything. It's gonna be worse the time when they have to go back, you know, visit the family or everything. Yeah, I think it's not good.
Conversely, others have expressed support for the measure if it would alleviate the substantial delays.
I think it's a good idea. Any help you can get to ease the pain of the travelers is a good idea.
My only concern is it seems like the TSA is a specialized jobs. As long as the ICE personnel are able to kind of step in and do it with the same level of efficiency and functional equivalence, I'm fine with that.
Elon Musk said on X that he would cover the paychecks of TSA officers during the funding lapse. DHS, TSA, and representatives for Musk did not immediately respond to requests for comment. TSA staff earn an average of 87,000 Australian dollars annually, according to data. Major airports have cautioned on their websites that security wait times may be substantially longer than usual due to the federal funding interruption.
You may ask yourself, how the fuck you missed a flight and you was 3 hours early? You want to know why? Because I was in TSA for 3.5 motherfucking hours. The TSA line was wrapped around this bitch 3, 4, 5 times. Why was the TSA line wrapped around this bitch 3, 4, 5 times, Cameron? Thank you for asking. Because the employees didn't show up. The employees didn't show up to work. Why didn't the employees show up to work, Cameron? Thank you so much for asking. Because the employees are furloughed. And the employees said, I'm not showing up to work if I'm not getting paid. Is you stupid? Rightfully so. So do you know who I'm mad at? I'm mad at the government.